What is up, everybody? How's it going? My name's Cody.
Not saying it's gonna be easy. You see, the grind, it never really is, but it's not meant to be. It's for us, the motivated, the determined, the ones who are building, gaining, and finding strength and self-reliance. Let's go.
Okay, so I am prepping to go do something that I have been thinking about for a while, and I wanted to bring you along on this adventure. I am going to a floating tank here in Springfield, Missouri. It's called Theta Spa, and I'm gonna go do a float tank session. I have talked to a lot of friends, and they highly recommended it, both for its relaxation, and there's this really incredible meditative experience that you get to happen. And candidly, I have been feeling just incredibly overwhelmed. A lot of you guys know I'm an entrepreneur. I train jiu-jitsu very litigiously, and I also have several other different things that I have my hand dipped in. But with all the different hats that I wear, I find myself getting stressed and overwhelmed. And this week, it kind of all came to a head. The best way to describe it is if you were burning the candle at both ends and it met in the middle. I have just been in this constant state of fear, anxiety, and frustration, and I'm not sleeping well. I went to the gym today and just truthfully had a terrible workout. I feel like just everything is kind of dulled. I've taken some other preemptive steps. I've removed several social media platforms from my phone, including TikTok and Twitter, just because the negative toxicity was overall affecting me. And I'm really focusing on putting content in front of me and putting voices in my ears that are going to empower and lift me, and just trying to realign that forward energy. This is like part of the entrepreneurial journey that no one ever really talks about. It's the nitty gritty. It's that 1% growth is great, and truthfully, I love what I do. I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, but it takes its toll. It's taxing. So we are going to go try do a little float work, see if 90 minutes and some salt water will help me think through some issues, think through some questions that I have in my head, refocus, realign me, and I figured I'd bring you guys along with it. So welcome. I hope you enjoy this journey, and do me a favor, let me know in the comments, have you ever been to a float spa? Have you ever tried one of these? What did you think? What were your thoughts, feelings? How could I have done this better? This is my first time, and other than the FAQ on the website, I don't know what to expect, but I'll be sure to fill you guys in after, but come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get after it. Let's go floating. All right, so we are here, but we're a little early. I am one of those people that gets a little nervous that I'm going to be late to things, and I'm going to blame the fact that I was a cheerleader who had to be on 5 a.m. flights so often, but I find myself just all the time getting places super early. So my registered appointment isn't until 5:30. It is 4:50 currently. They had on their website something about a 15-minute pre and post time added in to basically shower off and get prepared. So I don't know if I should roll in at 5:15. That will all be answered in time, so just keep sticking in. But I'm going to just hang out for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Luckily, I have lots of audiobooks and podcasts that will keep me occupied. But after that, we're going to hop in and we'll take you along as much as we can. They do encourage you to hop into the tank all natural, so you're probably not going to see that. But I'll show you around the room and we'll have a little fun. From what I understand thus far, give you guys a little idea. I booked a 90-minute float session. They had 90-minute or 60-minute. They suggested 90-minute if it's your first time. And my friend also said that I should absolutely do the 90 minutes. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do the 90-minute float, and they've got something like 1,000 pounds of salt in there, and they fill it up with just a little bit of water, so you kind of like float. It's kind of like if you were floating in Mother Ocean, but all in all, we will hang out, we'll post up, and we will circle back with you, and we'll finish this guy out once we know more. But thanks for coming along. I appreciate this. Again, if you have not yet, like, follow, subscribe. I don't post videos that often. Sorry, not sorry. But I do try and bring you along on some of these adventures. Welcome. Well, I'm back to the land of the living, and the sun is still out, so that's pretty nice. I'm definitely in like a mental clarity state of like shavasana, similar to after I finish like a really good hot yoga practice. Overall, the experience, I hopped into the tank and they had like music playing, which was kind of nice, and they had this little like foam thing that you kind of put on your head so that your head could like kind of float there. And I was struggling to like relax for a while, so I started doing some like meditating, and I do a lot of like guided meditation and chakra balancing through some different Spotify playlists. I'll link them down below if you're interested. And I tried my best. I've been doing this since I was like a junior in high school. I tried my best to like do that, but I'm so used to having someone guide me through this practice, it was a little tedious. I wasn't asleep, but I wasn't awake either, so that was kind of cool. I like woke up at one point, I guess, and I just started doing some like deep breathing and really focusing on like grounding and balancing each of my chakra points. And then I did some priming, which is some Tony Robbins work. If you want one of the most incredible practices, I'll go ahead and I'll throw it up here. Tony Robbins priming has been one of the coolest things in my life for energetically aligning myself. And then after I finished that, I was just laying there, and you're in pitch black, but my eyes were open, and this is where like the crazy stuff happens, right? Like I started seeing like these like dancing lights, almost this like energetic dance, kind of like the Aurora Borealis. It was all white light, but it was like dancing through. I'm not sure if that's like a psychoprojection, if that's psychosomatic, if that's a feature of having your body being surrounded by salt water, if that's like the neurosynaptic responses that your body is trying to make sense of, that it usually blocks out. I don't know, but it was pretty cool. I think all in all, it's not something that I would want to do regularly, but it's not something that I didn't not enjoy. Clearly it worked. I feel so much more balanced, so much more at ease, and I'm gonna see how long I can ride this high. I think this was a really cool experience. If you're in Springfield, Missouri, Theta Spa is 100% the place to go. They even sent me off with some tea, so Uncle Iro would be happy. But thanks for coming on this journey with me. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not yet, throw me a comment. What do you think? Would you try this? Are you brave? What do you think of the dark, confined flotation tank? I know some people are a little skeeved out by it, but I didn't mind it. But I'm so grateful for you watching this video. Thanks for coming along on this adventure with me. Hope you're having a really great day. I'll see you.